Yeah, good.
Yes, that's for sure.
Good. I want to win
Definitely a champ of the Constitution. Vote.
We're here, as you know, to support this legislature and I guess the majority of this legislature who are going to go back into special session and do some hard work for 3 days to put something back on the ballot that should never have been taken off the ballot. One of the finest legal minds in the country is going to speak to you, and he's going to talk, I'm sure, about how important this is to not just people in Arizona and to our labor freedoms here and worker freedom here in Arizona, but worker freedom across the country.
I have been fighting unions almost all of my life. And any time I would try to make an accommodation with my employer for different hours or different break times, the union would say, no, you have to go through us for that. They're the enemy. Well, it turned out it's the union that's the enemy. And I have fought them so many times in the courtrooms around the country, most notably on the issue of school vouchers. And you can tell when you are accomplishing something in this society, and the litmus test is whether the unions file a lawsuit or not. And they sure as heck did in this case. They were so terrified that they waited 11 months to file the lawsuit until the legislature was out of session and couldn't do anything if they were successful in their lawsuit to get it off the ballot. Well, I am so proud to be an Arizonan because this legislature, at the very 11th hour, or maybe 11th hour and 59th minute, came back into session from all over Arizona and all over the country and put principle first, and they are going to vote today, if all goes well, to put the right to secret ballot back on our November ballot.
In this recession and what has happened to her and what government spending has done to her.
The unions know, and they've seen it over and over again, when workers are given a choice to either have a union or not have a union, if they are allowed to make that choice in the secrecy of the ballot, they vote it down. Private sector unionization is at the lowest level that it has been in any of our lifetimes. It is continuing to plummet because people do not like the adversarial relationship and they don't like pricing jobs out of the American market and sending them overseas. And so that's why this initiative is so absolutely essential. I've been in court against the unions before, and I will be only too eager to be there again. The union that voted to get this off the ballot is the very same union that helped bankrupt Bashas'. That's the kind of people that we're up against. I'm so glad you were here to give our legislators the support and encouragement they need, because the union folks over across the street there are working very, very hard. They don't argue over principle, they argue over threats and coercion. We are arguing for principle, and I am proud to be among you and look forward to celebrating victory this year when Prop 113 becomes law and when our state constitution protects the sacred right to a secret ballot. Thank you very much.
Come out when it's 100 degrees and more and stand up for what we believe in. And this particular legislation that is going to be passed over the next 3 days is absolutely crucial to our fight. And I'm just heartened by the fact that we are here, you are here, and we show our representatives that we care.
One other thing I should mention, along the preemption lines, on Thursday the Goldwater Institute is going to be filing another lawsuit that also is going to bring into conflict state versus federal power, and that is a challenge to one of your favorite laws, Obamacare. Stay tuned.